Hey everybody, this is Vex here. Recently on the Fantasy Grounds forums, I was called a liar and said that something I said was patently false, quote unquote. I'm going to prove that what I said was not patently false. So right here on the left-hand side, you can see I've got Fantasy Grounds Unity up, and I just want to point out I have no extensions running except for Mad Nomad's automatic actions tab, which would be the only thing that the person who called me a liar could be inferring that is why what I said is false. But I am running it just to prove that it doesn't do what he thinks it does, which means all of the Rob Tui uh, coding effects are automatically loaded as part of that extension. And then I also loaded the core rules, player's handbook, and dungeon master's guide. The player's handbook is loaded so that the I can make a character, and the DMG is there because the item that we're talking about is in the DMG. I made a character. I actually made the same character on the other side over here, but the character that I made is a dragonborn acolyte barbarian because it was just quickest to make in the character wizard. So I'm going to delete this from his inventory so there's nothing in his inventory because I wanted to make sure before I started recording that I was right. But because maybe there'd been an update and maybe I was wrong. But this is his actions tab. He is in the combat tracker, and I'm actually going to delete him from the combat tracker and re-add him just to make sure. We can go ahead and close this, and put this over here. So we've got two different items here. This is the default scroll fireball, which is uh, not identified, and then I made one that is identified. I made a copy and dragged it in and made it identified. So what was said was I was talking about how Airdros and Silent Ruins equipped effects and automatic effects together. When you equip a uh, scroll of fireball in your inventory, it automatically shows up in your coding. And someone said that I was lying. That was patently false. That that the other guys, that is Rob Tui's team's stuff, does it automatically as well. So we're gonna test it. We're gonna go ahead and drag this scroll fireball into equipment, and then we'll go to the actions tab, and there's no new coding. There's nothing for items. He's in the combat tracker. I guess I could make it his turn. Maybe that makes a difference. No, doesn't seem to. We can end turn, and nope, nothing's changing here. So it's not updating on his turn or anything like that. This coding did not automatically get added. The only way to add it, which is how I said, is you have to go into spells, which I don't even have spells on the sidebar because these are fresh campaigns. And you have to go to I don't even know where scroll coding is for Rob's coding. Is it in wondrous items? Nope. Okay, so we're just gonna search by scroll, and there is no scroll coding. Okay, so you would have to drag Fireball, the spell, onto the sheet, which is this one, and then you would have at least the Fireball spell, but it wouldn't be a consumable. So let's go over to how Eridro and Silent Ruins things work. So I made the same character here. It's still a Barbarian Acolyte Dragonborn. Has nothing in its inventory. It has the same coding on its actions tab. It's missing the default actions. But uh, if you get Silent Ruins um, generic actions extension, it puts them all down here. So we did the same thing. I've got the Dungeon Master's Guide open, and this is the unidentified one, and this is the identified one. Now there is, and he's also in the combat tracker. And again, I'll just to be sure, I'll delete him and put him there, and I'm gonna close this and this. Okay. So there is an option for there's a bunch of options for equipped effects, and one of them is to ignore ID considerations. I went ahead and turned them all on just just because. Uh, that reminds me, I guess I should go ahead and check. I didn't really look at whether there were any options for automatic effects or automatic actions tab, but I don't think there are. Yeah, I've never seen any options that were added by that extension on this side. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and drag the ID'd scroll fireball, just like we did on this side, into his inventory. And actions tab, it's not there. Well, what if we equip it? Bam, there it is. It's equipped. And it's scroll fireball. It's a consumable. It has all the coding, including lighting objects on fire for when the lighting comes. Uh, Now, we can go over here and equip it, see if that makes a difference. It doesn't. We still just got our regular third level fireball spell here. Even if I delete this and we go back over here, unequipped, carried, equipped. Yeah, nothing automatically pops up. So I was called a liar. I didn't lie. What was said was that with these coding packages and the equipped effects extension, it serves to automatically put things on your sheet based on things that you put in your inventory, as well as other types of coding, like spells and such. But I mean, there are tons of scrolls in the DMG, especially, and any one of them you can drag them in and equip it. Now it's going to ignore that it's not identified, but we'll go ahead and identify it. And then we go over to actions. Oh, I wonder if that one's not that. If that one, I might have accidentally picked one of the ones that is manually coded, which is funny. Uh, let's see if I do. Okay, let's do a scroll call lightning and identify it, equip it. We'll just make sure on the branding smite. Oh yeah, see, it was because I identified it before or after but they're all there, all three of them. That was user error, not an error with the extension. But they've all got their coding. He's even got color coding in there for branding smite for the light. I wonder what color light it does. Dim light. I wonder if that EE code is for how you do dim light, or if I don't know. But I just wanted to prove I didn't lie. And that's the end of my video.